storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone and packed around alone. Riders on the storm. There's a
Vandaag is het 21 april en dat is hier een grote dag, want op deze dag wordt de verjaardag van de Britse vorstin gevierd. In Engeland wordt die dag gevierd in juni, die is het mooi weer in Engeland. En hier doen ze dat maar niet in juni, want dan is het weer zo slecht, dan komt er niks van de parade. Het is nu ook al niet best weer, maar in ieder geval beter dan over een paar maanden. We staan hier nou voor het gebouwtje van de burgerwacht. Dat zijn zo'n 40 jongens. Die hebben overigens weinig kunnen uithalen in 1982, maar die burgerwacht is er nog steeds. En die zijn zich nu aan het voorbereiden voor de grote dag. En we beginnen hier onze kleine deelreportage van een dag feest op de Falkland-eilanden in Stanley.
Well done.
Good.
Standard! Hey!
Looks like on the line. On the line. On the line. Look at me touching again now, quickly. Dressing. Dressing. Quickly. I'm up. Quickly. Shove. Shove. Come on. Quickly.
Go lads, sprint working out.
Arm.
Well, remove headdress! Remove! Headdress! It's all over with. Parade! Well, replace headdress. Replace! Headdress! Hey! Hey! Ha!
Zie je dit hier? Luitenant Tinker. Ja. In april 82 vielen de Argentijnen hier binnen en in juni was het alweer over. En vlak nadat het over was verscheen er een boek, verzorgd door de vader van deze Tinker, met gedichten en liefdesbrieven. Prachtig boek, prachtig boek. Echt een warpoet was die. Gedichten waren niet zo sterk, maar die brieven aan zijn vrouw, aan Christine, die waren echt fantastisch. Tinker is alweer vergeten. Je kan zijn boek hier helemaal niet meer vinden zelfs al. Het is een pocketgeest in Engeland. Die is in het jaar na die oorlog in miljoenen exemplaren verkocht. Zelfs in het Argentijns vertaald. En als je Tinker leest, dan zie je weer de zinloosheid van zo'n oorlog. Dat zo'n jongen, hij is de grond ingeboord met zijn schip. Die omkomt voor wat, voor welk doel, niemand weet het. Om de zinloosheid van de oorlog te zien, was deze Tinker voor mij 11 jaar geleden zo belangrijk. Hier staat hij nou in brons afgegoten.
Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play.
You are Captain Fuller.
That's right.
Yes.
Nice to
My name is Boudewijn. Nice to meet you. So, and this is the bomb disposal squad.
Well, this is the ops room. It's actually the JSEODOC, which is Joint Service EOD Operations Centre. This is where I coordinate all EOD in the islands.
For all the islands, West and East Falkland
That's
Islands.
right.
So, and you can see here all these things, and here in the window, and these are all Argentinian things, or not?
They're all examples of ordnance you'll find on the islands left after the conflict. There's actually a mixture. You have a mixture of English, Argentinian, American, Spanish, Israeli, and Italian.
And I always hear about plastic mines. What's a plastic mine? Can you show me a plastic mine?
Most of the mines laid by the Argentinians during the conflict were actually of the minimum metal type. Here you have examples of them. These two here are anti-tank, and this type here, the P4B, is anti-personnel.
And that's real plastic, yeah?
That's right.
And in it is, what's in it?
You have about 7 ounces of plastic explosive, which is vacuum packed.
Yeah.
When you step on this, it will destroy your foot. Normally leads to amputation up to the knee.
So this is against people, and this is against...
Those are for vehicles.
If I stand on it, nothing happens.
No, you need about 200 kilograms to set off an anti-tank mine.
So I'm
You have to be
working
a
on
big
it.
person.
Yeah, yeah. And this is for persons or not? Not for persons too.
Again, all mines of about this size
Yeah.
are anti-vehicle.
Have you any idea how many mines the Argentines left on the island? Hundreds of thousands or thousands or...
We have records of about 30,000.
30,000 mines, and they did it all in 7 weeks.
Well, if you compare 30,000 mines to the 2 million, say, that were laid during the Gulf, it gives you an idea.
In the Gulf?
That's right.
If I walk here around on the island as a tourist,
yes,
it is not dangerous for me. There are everywhere signs and gates. Here are mines, but in the rest there are no mines.
All the mined areas are clearly marked and fenced.
You're sure? Over all the island?
That's right. There are areas of beach which are adjacent to minefields. Those are also fenced off and marked, because there have been cases where mines have been washed out of minefields onto adjacent beaches.
I've heard there is no person wounded after the war by mines. Not only one. I've heard. Is that true?
I can't comment on that.
You can't comment. But it's not dangerous for sheeps?
If a sheep steps an anti-personnel mine, then there have been cases where they've lost legs.
Yeah.
Normally an anti-personnel mine would be fatal to a sheep.
This is the government building.
Yeah, this is government house. Yeah.
Government house, yes.
Yeah.
What were you doing the 2nd of April 1982?
Well, I was here helping to protect Sir Rex Hunt and other members of the administration. I was a civilian, but I had not long left the Royal Marines and moved here for a nice quiet life.
Yeah.
And Sir Rex was in the government house as his seat of government, as the Parliament building, if you like.
Yeah.
And I, along with the other Royal Marines and the sailors that were here, were around the building protecting him.
You heard
from the Argentinians
on the radio that the Argentines were coming?
That's right, yes. I sat at home. In fact, I think I was baking bread or something stupid at the time. And I rang up Moody Brook, which was in the Marines barracks, and spoke to Major Mike Norman there, who was the CO. I asked him if he needed a hand, and he had the Land Rover at the door waiting for me before he even put the phone down. Yeah. Just pretty short-handed, yeah.
How many men were working in the defence in 1982? Not so many, I think.
Total in Royal Marine numbers, I think, was about 32 altogether.
And the Argentines were coming with 10,000 or something.
That's right, yeah.
But as an ex-military man, I can ask you, was it not very stupid to leave the island without a force? All those years before, the Argentines were claiming again and again the islands. So one could knew perhaps that they were coming.
One could have suspected, right enough, yeah. I quite agree, one could have suspected. And everybody would have liked to have seen a greater presence here. But in the numbers that they came in, I mean, no matter what size of garrison we had here then, with the equipment and the weapons that they had, they wouldn't have made any difference at all.
But now it's the same then, there are only 2,000 men here.
But look at the equipment they've got.
It's better than that.
Obviously, when they've got aircraft and everything now. I mean, I think the biggest piece of equipment we had was a machine gun.
That's all?
And that was it, yeah. I mean, a machine gun and their personal weapons, that was it. And we had no heavy weapons at all. We shot.
Looking back, are you thinking many times a day on the war? Is there a trauma?
Yeah, occasionally. I mean, things happen sometimes. You hear about somebody, you know, a friend perhaps you haven't seen for a long time. You think, oh, I remember him. He was here in '82. Or, you know, every time you drive by the memorial, sometimes your mind wanders off to things, you know. So.
Are you feeling safe now?
I think I feel as safe as I possibly can be safe, yes.
Yeah, what do you mean with that?
Well, nothing's ever 100%, is it?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know the troops have got at MPA have got all the equipment, the necessary equipment to mount a defence. I believe the military authorities, when they tell us they can reinforce that defence very quickly, you have to, don't you? I mean, you can't. Yes, I feel safe. I don't think the Argentine psyche could stand another defeat.
No. And what are you thinking of the Argentines now in general?
I just want nothing to do with them. I just want them to stay away. I mean, maybe we'll have to talk to them and come to some agreement about fishing rights and oil, but it doesn't mean they have to come here to do it. We'll go there, speak to them, and if we come to some agreement, then fine.
Is it now the same life as in 1981?
No,
or is this,
no.
What's the difference?
Well, it's totally different now. I mean, there are more people to start off. And there are more expatriate people. And we have terrific buildings like the new school and the leisure centre. You know, we have video, TV, 24-hour radio. You know, there's an awful lot of changes,
Is it better
People have
for
got
you?
more time.
Is it better for you? Or?
Yes, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I've spoken to a few people, and they say it was better before the war.
Well, that's fine. I mean, some people like it before and some people like it after. I think if you go out to visit the camp, you'll find a lot of people there are still living the life of pre-82. You know, they might have a TV hid away in the corner, you know, with a video under it, but they're very much the same.
Yeah.
Because it's isolated, and it's, you know, that's the sort of life they like, which is why they go to camp to have that sort of life. I happen to like this sort of life, which is why I stay here.
If I come back in, let's say, 40 years, you're still here?
Well, hopefully, the old ticker doesn't give in. Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Yes. I mean,
it's an ideal place for you to live.
I think if I had a house and a job up in the north of Scotland, where my wife comes from,
yeah,
and it was secure,
yeah,
then I would very seriously consider going to live in the north of Scotland.
The job is secure, you mean?
The job and the house and everything, yeah. Then I would seriously consider going to live in Scotland. I have to be fair and say that.
Yeah. Tony, you are now in the hills around Stanley.
Yes.
And here was the big fighting in the last stage of the war.
Yes.
The Argentines were sitting on the hills, or the British army was there? How?
No, the British were coming behind. The Argentines were on this hill here.
Yes.
And on that one, and the British were coming from that direction.
Yeah.
Towards Stanley.
But you can't hide there. If you sit there, you can't hide.
No,
so.
it's all open, very open.
And it was colder than now, I think.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Well, do you know it was almost freezing then?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Real heroes.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And what can we see there? Over the rocks here, what's there?
There's the remains of Argentine positions and equipment and stuff they used.
Argentine?
Yes.
So we walk here over?
Yeah, we'll have to go this way, I think.
Okay, let's do that. And what is this, Tony?
This is remains of the Argentine field kitchens that they had here to feed all their troops.
How did they bring this stuff here?
By helicopter, I guess. You can see the Argentine Navy, Armada Argentina thing on there.
And they sat there a few weeks eating and cooking?
Yeah, well they were here for, you know, a month.
A month?
Or so before the Argentines
came.
And
they were sleeping there, the soldiers?
Yeah.
Het is toch ongelooflijk. Kijk wat ze gegeten hebben de laatste keer. Nee jongens. Oh. Their last meal, perhaps you can see it. Oh no.
Lege buurlijk.
Ja. Is there no one interested here in the scrap? It's all metal.
Yeah, that's just been left.
That's idea now for you.
Yes.
Hier zie je nou weer wat ik toch nog maar eens een keer moet zeggen.
Ja.
Dat anders begrijpt niemand er meer wat van. Het weer kan hier echt om de 5 minuten veranderen. Wat altijd zo moeilijk is, als je televisie maakt, je hetzelfde weer wil.
Ja.
Dat is hier dus, dat zeg ik nou maar eens een keer, dat klinkt raar dat je het zegt. Het is godsonmogelijk. Ik bedoel, het is 4 minuten geleden regende het echt.
Ja,
En nou opeens moet je op stenen kijken, dat baat in de zon. Baat echt in de zon.
At first flash of Eden, we raced down to the sea. Standing there on freedom's shore, waiting for the sun, waiting for the sun, waiting for the sun.
Officially, it's not known how many soldiers there are, but I think there are 2,000 soldiers here.
Well, that's a reasonable figure to work
Yes.
on, yes.
Why is it so secret officially?
Well, it's a military secret. There is a threat to the garrison, and one doesn't go into details of this matter.
But everyone knows how many.
Well, everyone thinks they know, yes.
Oh, they think so now.
Well,
Okay.
you think you
So,
know.
yeah.
I'm not contradicting you.
No. So there are soldiers here, but how long can Great Britain afford and is prepared and will defend the islands? I hope they will forever. But is it possible to defend such a tiny community on the other side of the world for 100 years? And I ask you that for I'm very sure that the Argentinian Republic will never give up their claim.
Well, as long as the threat is there, I think you will find that British governments defend the islands against that threat.
Yeah.
And this is unfortunately true at the moment. There is no sign of the Argentines releasing their claim. If they did, obviously the whole situation would change. It would be possible to look again at whether you needed a garrison and so on.
In a week, it's Queen's birthday, I think.
That's right.
Yeah. And
Are you going to be here for it?
Yes,
Good,
we're here.
great.
And I hope to see you in your uniform.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
How is it to wear such a uniform?
Well, it's very splendid to wear such a uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel yourself a little bit ridiculous, to be honest?
Slightly anachronistic, perhaps, yes. But,
Anachronistic.
everybody here likes the uniform.
Yeah.
It's something that I think people here wish to preserve.
And it is special made for you too, I think, in London.
That's right, yes.
It's custom made for you.
It's custom made, yes.
You went to a man and...
I went to a tailor who
yeah.
made it, yes.
I think it's a very costly uniform.
It is a very costly
But
uniform, yes.
it's not on your bill, I hope.
It's not on my bill,
No,
no.
it's government paid.
It's the British government who pay, not the Falklands government.
Yeah. But it seems to me also that life is here for me. It's one of the most marvelous places I've ever seen in the world. For 2 weeks, I think. But staying here for 3 years, yeah, I will think about it. Perhaps it's a little bit boring or dull. Or is it not for you?
There is an absence of the sort of stimulus that you
Yes.
get in a major capital, yes. On the other hand, you know, it's a pleasant existence. There are plenty of problems here which one can deal with. There are things to do, things to achieve, and from that point of view, I enjoy it.
But if you wanna read a new book, or you like to have a new disc, CD, it lasts a
Yes.
very long time.
Yeah, it
For
comes
it's here.
down. I mean, we have two mail deliveries a week.
Oh, so you can order in England and they
Yes,
bring it here in a
yes.
week's time.
Yes.
What do you miss here then? Or is it heaven on earth?
No, I mean, obviously, I miss things. I miss
Concerts?
sunshine. I miss concerts. I miss cultural life. Yes.
Are there plans
But-
here for an own theatre, or is it too small for a
No,
theatre?
well, there is going to be a theatrical show very shortly.
Yeah.
There's going to be a show, I don't know, in a week or two, the end of this month. So you should stay for that too.
Yeah, but I think that's impossible. We are only 10 days here. Yes.
But I mean, it is village life.
Yeah.
You know, it is a very small community. You make your own entertainment.
Royal Irish Regiment, stand first! Remainder, stand at haste!
Royal Irish Regiment, blow! And...
Your Excellency, your parade is formed up, awaiting your inspection.
Thank you, Major.
Ik vind dit wel heel erg raar, hè? Zo'n man met die... We kennen hem, zo'n hele leuke man. De gouverneur die loopt nou in zo'n verenpak rond. De derde man die op dat duik stond, is de admiraal, is het hoofd van het leger hier, hè? Dat is nu een admiraal. En ze spelen weer vrolijke mopjes. Ja, hè? Ja. Ja, daar komt hij weer.
Parade. 3 cheers for Her Majesty the Queen. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Het is een kille herfstavond in Stanley, de Falkland Islands. Op de achtergrond horen we muziek en dat is Tony met zijn band de Arcadians. Tony is een schat van een jongen, die heeft ons hier een paar weken begeleid als gids. En hij had eigenlijk maar één wens, en dat is op Nederlandse televisie komen. Nou, hij speelt dus in een zaaltje achter de katholieke kerk. En wij willen natuurlijk uiteraard aan deze wens gehoor geven. De enige band van de Falkland Islands op televisie.